Snowstorms, postponed games, and baseball season opening day. All that and much more coming up on this week's Inside Lee Basketball. Welcome to another edition of Inside Lee University Basketball. I'm Jeff Salyer, and joining me again this week is Emily Pitcher. Emily, what a strange week across the South.
Yeah, the weather played havoc from Cleveland to Pensacola. Jeff, I'm from Michigan, and I'm used to this kind of thing, but a few inches of snow and ice really paralyzed the Gulf South Conference, leading to postponed games across the conference.
The Flames and Lady Flames were scheduled to go on one of the longest road trips of the season, as they were supposed to go to Pensacola to take on the University of West Florida, and then head east to play Valdosta State. On Wednesday, West Florida and Lee announced that the game would have to be postponed due to backups on the interstate and inability to get there.
Even with the postponement of the first game of the week, the teams made their way down I-75 to take on conference power Valdosta State. This was the second time the Lady Flames played Valdosta this season, defeating the Blazers 58-53. Lady Flames shot the lights out in the game. From behind the three-point line, Lady Flames shot a sizzling 46%. They were led by Holly German, who went 4 for 4, and Madison Lee, who went 4 for 5 from behind the arc. The Lady Flames took a 30-28 lead in the half, but as we have seen throughout the year, opposing teams refused to go away. The Lady Blazers came out in the second half with a 9-3 run to take the lead, but the Flames would fight back and take the lead with 9:44 to go in the game and refused to give it up and pulled away late, winning the game 65-53. Led by impressive shooting, out-rebounding Valdosta State by 11, and executing plays down the stretch, the Lady Flames maintained their #2 conference ranking, going 13-4 overall and 9-2 in the conference. Like in previous weeks, a milestone was achieved by a Lady Flame. A few weeks ago, Coach Rowe earned his 400th career win, and then Jenna Adams scored her 1,000th point career point. This week, Holly German's 20 points pushed her over the 2,000 point career level. Holly is the only fourth Lady Flame to ever pass the mark. Like in previous weeks, a milestone was achieved by a Lady Flame. A few weeks ago, Coach Rowe earned his 400th career win, and then Jenna Adams scored her 1,000th career point. This week, Holly German's 20 points pushed her over the 2,000 career point level. Holly is only the fourth Lady Flame to ever pass the mark. After the game, we talked to Holly about the impressive feat.
Amazing. I didn't really know going into the game where I was at all. He just comes back in and congratulates me, but more than anything, I'm just glad that I get to share it with this team. Love this team and wouldn't be anything without them. We put together the last 12 minutes, we stepped up. They made a run, we would always answer. We stepped up as a team. We showed our veteran players, and we knew what we were going to do. We knew the experiences we've been through. We knew what to do. We knew how to execute. We got what we wanted. We got stops.
Well, I thought we got off to a great start, and got in a little bit of foul trouble, which kind of got us back on our heels a little bit in the first half. I thought we hung in there. You know, I thought we did a pretty good job in the first half. Obviously, we shot it well, turned it over a little bit too much and did some things. But, you know, they made a great run at us at the start of the second half. And, you know, Rachel picked up a quick third foul. And, again, that kind of hurt us. We got her back in the lineup, I think, about 14 minutes ago. And then from then on, you know, we played really well. I mean, we played so good down the stretch. And, you know, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how, you know, we had to play well against a good team. Valdosta State's very good. And so for us to come down here and win and finish the game the way we finished it says a lot about what we can accomplish. And we've got to be good on the road because we've got a ton of road games coming up. So good feeling. I'm proud of them, and we need to keep it going.
The road trip to Valdosta ended up being a tough one for the Flames as they fell to the Blazers, and Valdosta avoided the season sweep. The Flames jumped out to the lead in the first half, taking a 41-26 lead into halftime. Now, much of that lead came from the Flames' hot shooting from behind the arc in the first half. However, coming out of the half, the Flames didn't have a good defensive effort and allowed the Blazers to come back. Statistically, the Flames and Blazers were very similar, as the Blazers shot 46% from the field and the Flames shot 43%. From three, the Flames were 6 of 16 for 38%, while Valdosta went 8 of 21 for 38%. The Flames only committed 12 turnovers to the Blazers' 10, and the Flames won the battle of the boards by 3, but a big shot there really changed the tide of the game as Valdosta went on a run to cut down that big lead the Flames had and eventually take the lead and run away with the game. The Flames were led offensively by Jervon Johnson with 18 points and 7 rebounds and 0 turnovers in his 20 minutes of play. And then Corey Billingsley with 13 points and 7 rebounds, followed by Jamal Worthington with 12 points and 5 rebounds. The Blazers were led by Jalen Crawford with 24 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists, and Blake Justice with 21 points, going 5 of 8 from 3. So after the loss, we talked to Coach Tommy Brown for his comments on the game.
Yeah, I mean, we gave up, 50 more points in the second half. We've done that the last 3 or 4 games, and you know, obviously that's got to change. We've just got to do a better job when we get punched and teams come out aggressive. We got to get down and get stops and get rebounds, and we're just not doing it. So I thought that you know, we really played well in that first half. I thought Bao had one of his better games since he's been here. Did a great job, and Taekwon did some good things in the first half, and you know, missed some shots. And you know, Jamal got in some foul trouble that hurt us. CB was, you know, obviously, you know, Jervon was incredible in that first half, and he can stretch the defense, and so you know, we're happy. Hopefully he'll continue to give us good minutes like that.
I'm Ken Jones, inviting you to visit the all-new SpeakingDeacon.com, where you'll find everything you're looking for. Browse over 1,000 vehicles, including 12 new car brands and a huge selection of pre-owned. Apply for financing, get a value for your trade-in, schedule a service appointment, download monthly service coupons, and find the Deacon Jones store nearest you. It's all right here at SpeakingDeacon.com.
Speaking Deacon, Speaking Deacon.
Are you Speaking Deacon?
Fazoli's is the most family-friendly Italian restaurant in town. All the fresh and flavorful meals are served right at your table on real dishes with real silverware instead of foam or plastic. Enjoy a clean, contemporary dining room and the excellent service you would normally expect from an expensive sit-down restaurant. For less than the price of a burger and fries, you can get a delicious hot meal like baked spaghetti, pizza, and all the breadsticks you can eat. It's fast, fresh Italian. It's Fazoli's.
Stop hunting. Start finding. Choose the AT&T Real Yellow Pages to find just what you need. No other book has more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
Welcome back to Inside Lee University Basketball. I'm Jeff Sire. As we've already learned, road games in the Gulf South Conference can be brutal. Moving from the SSAC to the Gulf South has also increased the distance the Flames and Lady Flames have to travel for conference games. Teams are found in Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. For this week's Center Court feature, our in-game videographer Michael Colander grabbed a taste of travel as the teams visited Valdosta, Georgia.
My favorite thing about life on the road would have to be just getting to travel with the team and building a bond with the guys.
It's really fun because we get to spend a lot of time with our teammates on the bus and in the hotel and stuff, and it's just really fun hanging out with everyone. Good team bonding.
It is tough. I mean, you're always having to constantly tell your teachers when you're not going to be there and what work you have to do, knowing that when you get back you're going to have either a lot of stuff to make up or you're going to have a test to prepare for, and just knowing whatever the teachers are having you to do, is something that most college people don't have to go through.
It's really hard because you have to time management everything, and a lot of times y'all have to bring your schoolwork on the bus and do it on the bus or do it in the hotel. But you just have to know how to balance your time and keep in contact with your teachers and keep up with your homework and everything.
Being on the bus for long periods of time.
Bus rides are really long and they can get really boring.
And now it's time for the Gulf South Minute. In this segment, we'll take a look at the Gulf South basketball standings for both the men and the women's teams. First, let's take a look at the ladies. Leading the standings is Delta State, who comes in number 11 nationally in the USA Today poll. They come in at 10-1 and 15-2 overall, followed by Lee at 9-2 and 13-4 overall, and then right behind them, a half game out, is Union University at 9-3, 14-4 overall. Those two teams will tangle later this week to try to establish who will be in second place, followed by West Florida, Christian Brothers, North Alabama, and Alabama Huntsville. On the men's side, Delta State also comes in ranked nationally at number 15 in the country with a 10-1 record, 17-2 overall, followed by West Alabama and Christian Brothers battling for second place. West Alabama at 7-4, while Christian Brothers is 7-5. Then followed by Valdosta State, Union, Alabama Huntsville, West Georgia, North Alabama, Shorter, Lee, and West Florida.
At Sky Ridge Medical Center, we believe every moment is important. That's why, whatever you encounter on the road of life, Sky Ridge Medical Center will be there for you and your family. You can count on our experienced, dedicated staff to provide quality health care and the advanced medical technology you need, so you don't miss one special moment. Sky Ridge Medical Center, your hospital for a lifetime.
He never did tell me we might be alone.
How did she always make it look so easy?
Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. We offer support groups to help with grieving or just talking and sharing. These support groups are another of our commitments to you.
At Jim Rush Funeral Homes, we believe life is worth remembering with compassion and respect. We will continue this tradition that has set us apart for so many years. Jim Rush Funeral Homes, it's all about life. North Ocoee and Wildwood Chapels.
Volleyball is one of those sports at Lee that has a history of winning, making several NAIA Final Fours and winning numerous conference tournaments. The Lady Flames entered Gulf South play with high hopes of success. They wouldn't have to wait long as Coach Andrea Hudson led her team to a third-place finish in the conference and a run at the NCCAA National Tournament. Coach Hudson came to the studio this week for the first of our two Flames Focus features.
Well, it being the first year of the conference, I really didn't know what to expect because we had only played a couple of those teams in the past. So I felt like it was going to be just a mystery as to what to do, even how to set goals. So we just wanted to establish ourselves, if you want to say that, in the conference. So I thought we did that well. We started out in the conference schedule beating West Florida, which had not lost a conference match in a couple of years. So that kind of set the standard high at that point. And so it was just a really great achievement. And then from that point on, we just had so many different situations occur on our team. We had our setter who had to leave to go participate in the World Championships for her team, the Dominican Republic, and we wanted to honor that request by her country because she was going to be a vital player for them, and they won the silver medal. So we lost her for a while, but she obviously got a great life experience. And during that time, we dropped some matches that probably I think might have been able to win had she been here with us. And then she comes back, and then from that point, we had some of the strangest injuries. And I mean, in all my years of coaching, they were unusual injuries. So every time we played a conference team, we really had a new lineup on the court. And that being said, we gave some freshmen a lot of playing time. And in that, we still did really well. So we were tied for second until one of our last matches, and it ended up being third in the conference, which I think was a great accomplishment with all the freshmen we were playing and all the adversity we faced. Actually, knowing that we were getting to play in the NCCAA and in volleyball right now, some of those teams are just really strong because there are also teams making the transition. So two of those teams, being Azusa Pacific and Point Loma University, were at that tournament. And we did defeat Campbellsville to go to play in the national tournament for the National Christian College Association. So we got to play some matches there very similar to the NAI Nationals, a little pool play. We ended up coming out of our pool in first place. We defeated the team who had won it the year before, and then we did face Point Loma in the semifinals and lost to them, but obviously Point Loma and Azusa faced off for a championship. So us and Shorter finished in the Final Four, so it was a nice showing for our conference. Well, every year the Volley for the Cure seems to get bigger and bigger, and one of the things that we try to do is to, in some way, add something different that might draw in another group of people in our community, because it has just become just a community event more than anything else. And so this year we raised about $27,000, and again, we're exceeding our goal. The doctors and the lawyers in town are doing an annual softball game for us that week. And obviously the biggest part of the event is the awarding of the scholarship. And so this year we were able to do a brother-sister duo type of thing. And so it worked out really, really good for this family. And so I think we're excited about the Volley for a Cure. We know, because we see other volleyball teams around the country doing this similar event, and they really don't make it a community event. They make it more of a fundraiser for their school, and they raise a couple $1,000s. But because we've changed the nature of this event, we just want to see how big we can go, and sometimes it gets a little taxing right there that week, but we're enjoying it.
Flames senior guard Corey Billingsley is from up I-75 about 45 minutes in Sweetwater, Tennessee. This season, the soft-spoken guard has positioned himself as the leader of the Flames both as a scorer and off the court. We sat down with Corey on the latest road trip to talk about his new role and the rest of the season for the Flames.
My name's Corey Billingsley. I'm a health science major, and I play shooting guard. Well, after school, I hope to play basketball somewhere professionally after for a couple of years and then settle down, have a family. I look to be, after basketball, just try to go back to school and then be a physical therapist. Yeah, I'd like to stay with the sports aspect of it, because it's been a big part of my life, so I don't see it ever going away. I'm always going to be involved in sports. Well, we bring my books and all the things that I need to study with me, and you know, on the bus rides back or in the hotel room, whatever, there's downtime, you know, I'll pick it up and study and look over it. It's pretty fun, you know, I get to bond with my teammates a lot.
I'm Ken Jones, inviting you to visit the all-new speakingdeacon.com, where you'll find everything you're looking for. Browse over 1,000 vehicles, including 12 new car brands and a huge selection of pre-owned. Apply for financing, get a value for your trade-in, schedule a service appointment, download monthly service coupons, and find the Deacon Jones store nearest you. It's all right here at speakingdeacon.com.
Speaking Deacon,
Are you speaking, Deacon?
Fazoli's is the most family-friendly Italian restaurant in town. All of the fresh and flavorful meals are served right at your table on real dishes with real silverware instead of foam or plastic. Enjoy a clean, contemporary dining room and the excellent service you would normally expect from an expensive sit-down restaurant. For less than the price of a burger and fries, you can get a delicious hot meal like baked spaghetti, pizza, and all the breadsticks you can eat. It's fast, fresh Italian. It's Fazoli's.
Stop hunting. Start finding. Choose the AT&T Real Yellow Pages to find just what you need. No other book has more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
Every year, the Lady Flames give back to the community by hosting a Hoops for Hope game to raise money for autism awareness and give back to some local kids who are battling its effects. Joining me is Lee University head coach for the Lady Flames, Marty Rowe. Coach, thanks for joining me here in the studio.
You're welcome, Jeff.
So what is Hoops for Hope, and when did it start, and what are you doing with this?
Well, we started this benefit game 5 years ago when my assistant coach at the time, Mindy Kaiser, and my current assistant coach, Kelly Kaiser's son, Cade, was diagnosed with autism at 18 months. And so this is the 5th year. That was the big force behind us starting and wanting to start this event. And it's kind of just snowballed from there. And we got on board with Ludic on campus here, which is the Lady University Developmental Inclusion Classroom. And all the proceeds go back to Ludic. And so with Dr. Tammy Johnson leading that program, and all the great work that they do, it's just a way that we can give back to a cause that has touched all of our hearts personally since Cade was diagnosed.
So how can people get involved themselves? What are you doing to raise the money?
Well, we've got a lot of things going on. T-shirt sales are obviously a big premium right now. That's what we're trying to do. We're selling T-shirts for $10. We'll sell them at the games this week, even at our North Alabama game on Thursday. Then we'll continue to sell the T-shirts on Saturday. But donations, we accept donations. We'll have some things set up. This year we've got a lot of people involved. We've got the campus and the athletic department more involved, and we're going to have face painting. We're going to have crazy hair. We're going to have balloons. We're going to have all kinds of things at the game this year to try to again raise a little bit more money. But you know, the big focus for us is just donations and T-shirt sales. Anybody wanting to get involved, all they have to do is email us or contact us at our office phones here on campus.
Okay. It has to have some sort of nice meaning, too, that you're bringing in Union University for this game. Your good friend Mark Campbell.
Well, we've supported Mark and his thing. Mark is he is a big proponent of actually adopting children. He has one adopted child right now. He's adopting another, and we helped support a cause for him a few years ago at the national tournament. So when I let him know that this is a part of what we're going to do for this game, obviously they're very excited about helping us out. So it should be a great atmosphere for our game, and a chance for us to have a lot of fun with the people from the families from Ludic.
So come out to Walker Arena. The games begin at 2 o'clock for the Lady Flames, 4 o'clock for the Flames. Come out and support this great cause, Hoops for Hope. As everyone across the South knows, it snowed last week and temperatures were consistently in the teens. It's perfect weather for baseball. We caught up with lead baseball coach Mark Brew on the snow-covered Olympic field and talked to him about beginning the 2014 campaign in one of the toughest conferences in Division II after losing 5 players to the Major League Baseball draft.
All right, well, we've had some good days to practice on and to get some opportunities to prepare. We've been able to be on the field as much as we've been able to be off the field, so certainly we're pleased with where we are right now as a team in our preparation stages. The cold temperatures recently and the snow recently has given us a little bit of a curveball, but we're fortunate we have good facilities with a turf practice infield, and so we're able to still accomplish some things as we prepare for our opener on Saturday. Right. Anytime you lose any quality arm, certainly it affects your team, but much less 5 guys. Jeremy Stowichny has really stepped forward. He was a returnee from last year and kind of an unsung hero of last year's pitching staff. Did a really good job for us and kind of went under the radar with all of our high-profile guys. A local guy, Dustin Lawson, has really stepped up and really looked good and benefited from a redshirt year last year, and so we're excited about where he is. And Nikolai Urich, transfer from Georgia Perimeter. Those 3 guys are gonna right now man the weekend rotation, and so we're excited with where they are. Josh, is a special player. Our shortstop, he anchors our defense. I call him arguably one of the best shortstops regardless of level. He's really good. He's probably our top returning player, along with Derek Pitts, our right fielder. Derek produced a lot of runs for us last year. We'll also double up this year and pitch on the mound for us too as well. So we'll look for those 2 guys to provide us leadership as we make this transition into the Gulf South and NCAA Division II. With the schedule, we're going to have to be ready. We're going to have to be prepared more than we ever have been. There are no easy days now. In the past, we could have gotten away with a subpar effort and maybe beat a team, but now we'll be exploited when that happens. The coaches are better prepared, the teams are better prepared, and you're playing at schools that are have a lot of pride in their programs, and so it'll be a battle for us. We'll have to come prepared to play every week and every game. And so excited about the challenge, excited about the opportunity for our team, and kind of see how we stack up against that competition.
Well, that's it for this week's show. Make sure to tune in next week for highlights from home games versus North Alabama and Union University.
We will also talk more in depth about Hoops for Hope. Softball opens their season, and we will talk to Coach Emily Russell about their 2014 campaign. We'll have that and a whole lot more.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Inside Lee B-Ball for updates throughout the week. For Emily, Coaches Marty Rowe and Tommy Brown, I'm Jeff Salyer. We'll see you next week.